Hi, my name is Danny Pollock and I'm a jewelry designer in Toronto, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about metal chain and what some jewelers do with it, and then we're going to get to the deal of the day, which is in peridot. So it is a very specific green. So what I have is a bunch of chains. Things like this. This isn't vintage, though. The specific one might be quite old because the place I get them from, I mean, they've been around forever. And they do sell out their supplies. They did go out of business just recently, and I bought a whole lot of chain so I can use things. So this is a chain that people would take and do things with. They would add metal to it, stones to it, or whatever they want. So as an example, this is the back, that same chain, and what I did was I framed it with stones that were also framed in little stones. So it's kind of like a 60s style. So that was kind of funky what I did with that chain. This chain is a fantastic one. This is a vintage chain. Even if they still made this now, it would be so expensive to do, being in brass nowadays. So the pattern is so beautiful, but I can't just sell that bracelet. I would feel like I'm ripping people off because I didn't make anything to it. So what I wanted to do was, the trick is with the last chain that I showed, I covered it totally with stones. So I actually just used the base of the chain as a construction mechanism for my piece. With this one, it's a beautiful chain, so I have to somehow do something on it that's art and makes it mine, that no one else has done before, but at the same time let the beauty of the chain stand out. And what I did was, it kind of ended up looking quite Cartier. Again, I seem to do a lot of that look. By every bump, every second bump, I soldered on 3 rows of 4 stones, carefully and perfectly lined up, otherwise it wouldn't work. So I actually posted this a little while ago in a different color. It's my railroad track bracelet. Really great. It's just tough and funky at the same time. So this worked out very well. It's a perfect example of what I can do with these chains. This one was a wonderful chain on the back. Very little of it I got, very little. But I didn't use the chain. I just covered it in stones, and I used it as a mechanism to be able to make the art that I make. So these are just little hints and tips. So when you're looking at jewelry, you can see what people have done. This is the exact same chain I just showed, but this is only 4 strips of it. This had 6 strips. So same. This one I used ovals, and this one I used baguettes. Just quite nice. So that's also nice. This chain, I don't think I have any left that's not used. I might, hold on. Yes, I do. This was a fun one too, actually. This chain was problematic, because it was already lacquered. So I'm soldering on lacquer, breathing in paint, burning paint, I'm gonna die. It's not good. So I had to hand polish, really polish a lot, like with a buffing wheel, like take it right down to take off all the lacquer, because what I did with this, I covered that chain. That chain is like angled, so I had to line up the rhinestones to very specifically cover every inch of it very evenly, so it looks like a casting. So you don't even know how I made it until I tell you, because you would think each one of these chunks is a casting, just cast and set the stones, but no, I constructed this sucker, and it really also looks quite nice on, just really great. This turned out really well, this piece. And that is also made on chain. So that's kind of fun. This one is an example of no metal chain underneath at all. It's just full constructed. Each rows of rhinestone chain and setting soldered together. So there's no underlying base to it, and it's just the way it is. It's also a constructing technique. And this one I wanted to show this because, again, the pattern of the metal chain in the middle, I used the pattern of the chain to make my own pattern. So this actually, when I made this was not made into a bracelet. This was a belt. I made 4 of them in different colors. And I sold, I think, 2 of them, but they were very expensive. Because imagine a belt covered in Swarovski crystals this size. It's unfathomable. So with the 2 I didn't sell, I cut them in pieces and made bracelets out of it to make it affordable and still mine and funky. So that was quite nice. And one last thing with the metal chain, this one, I have shown it in a different color. I sold it. This one is in a crystal aurora borealis, also quite funky. I added some metal filigree on the sides, but again, the metal chain was so beautiful. I wanted to add my art, but I didn't want to take away from the metal chain. So that was just a little bit of an example of what people do with these pieces. So when you're looking at jewelry, take a look at the back so you see how it was made. Was it constructed alone or was it placed on something? So saying that, let's get to it. So today is peridot. It's a very light green. It's kind of a summery green, actually. Summer and spring. I don't know if I would do it in fall. I might if I was blonde, but if I'm not blonde, so. Right, so the first one's this. I've sold this a few times at the moment. I will be getting to much more newer pieces. It just so happened that when I grab some of the pieces, they seem to be similar in different colors, but don't worry, I have so much jewelry, there'll be lots to see. So anyhow, this is a peridot necklace. Very nice, my 5 oval peridot necklace. It was $240, it is now $120. Right, this one is a new one for being on Instagram. It is a butterfly. I can never make this again because the baguettes are small and thin. I can't get them anymore, so I will not be making this one again. And it's the last one, no other color. At least I don't believe so. This one is straight, clear, and peridot. Nice, hard to see, but you see all the circles and the baguettes are clear and all the little dots around are peridot. So it really separates, makes the diamond stand out. Looks almost semi-precious, which is quite nice. This one was $140 and is $78. So that's not too bad. My basic round earrings again, that you have seen, but again in peridot. So if you have any of these colors, if you have that in a purse, then the exact color would be dead on. So that's quite nice. Lighting's pretty bad today. Actually, I'm doing too many videos. I'm not looking so good, but that's okay. No one's perfect. That's the way it goes. I'm still having fun doing it, so really, what more can I ask for? Nothing, because everyone can use as much fun as possible nowadays. Right, Kevin's necklace, yay! This one's great. Really colorful. Really strange stones. This one has a curve to it. And it's a citrine and peridot. So this is quite colorful, quite summery, really quite nice. So you can even, if you were doing it on a shirt, you probably could do it even under the, not in this shirt with all these colors and stuff like that, but you could do it underneath, so just a little show, so under the collar, or on a t-shirt, because it'll be summer and it'll be light and cruise, so that'll be very beautiful. This one was $160 and is now $80. Okay. I have a peridot alligator. I did show it, I believe, in red a couple of days ago. So if you want just an alligator on a lapel, that's quite nice. It fits the lapel perfectly, actually. And it was $120 and is now $78. This is a cute one. An oval pin. I keep making this, and I will continue to. This one is, though, all vintage. It's actually a peridot aurora borealis, the whole thing, every piece, all vintage stones. And the navettes are, there's a diamond carving on each stone. I'm not sure you can see it, but on each stone there's a carving. So that's even on the middle, big one too. Forgot about that. Bright, fun, but small. Only pin, not pendant. I couldn't fit the circle in the loop, because the pin was in the way. So this one was $78 and is now $54. So that's not bad. This one's a beaut. Very beautiful. Princess Navette. An oddly shaped Navette. Swarovski, you can tell. That fits, bright. So if you want to wear it with a peridot colored jacket, the clear will stand out. If you want to wear a peridot shirt with a white jacket or a black jacket, the green will stand out. So that's very nice. This is also necklace, pin or pendant. Beautiful. This one was $240, is now half $120. Okay. My sea urchin. I like it. Odd shape. Kevin said it should be more, I should be calling it palm trees. It was using palm tree castings, but what I did with it made it, to me, seem a little bit more sea urchin. And I don't think I have any other colors left. That's a beautiful pin, nice fit. Can almost be feather looking like. So that's quite nice. It was $160, it is $110 now. And this is in vintage stones. A opaque peridot, a sandblasted peridot, and Swarovski crystals in chrysolite, actually. It's a chrysolite. I think it's peridot, but it's not. Art Nouveau bracelet, if you just want a strip of peridot. Very nice. Covered in crystals. One solid color, good pattern. Was $180, is now $120. My circle, a little circle earring. I haven't shown this one before because it's filigree. Actually, this filigree is the same background that I used in the bracelet I showed today. Let me see if I can find, yes. So this has very small filigree shapes. This is the exact same shape, but with a little bigger filigree. And then I put little teeny balls, which I soldered on to give it a kind of a Indian look or something, Indian antique metal. So these are quite nice. Anything with silver on me looks great. Silver hair. Those ones were $78. They're now $44. Another snowflake. Peridot and clear. Very nice. All crystal. All. Very nice. Pin or pendant. Very beautiful. Off season for now. You'd buy it for later, but killer. Half price. Was $240, is now $120. Last two. The Navette bracelet. I showed it just yesterday or 3 days ago in white for a wedding. This could be the guest at the same wedding going, girl, look, I got the same bracelet as you, but not in white. So that's kind of nice. I don't remember what the price. This is the last video I'm doing today. I'm tired. It's showing on my face and can't have as much fun if I'm tired. That's it. I think I'm going to take the rest of the day off. It's actually Sunday I'm doing this. But it's a crappy day out, which is such a shame. I really wish it was sunny. I could sit outside. But anyhow. Well, you know what? You can find out the price of that one on the stills that accompany this video. There's another video today, so you'll be able to see the matching pricing for all the pieces. And the last piece is my firecracker earring. These ones go, so your face goes forward and this pulls it back. This has got a good style to it. This was a killer piece when I made it. It was $78, it is now $54. That's it. I am tired. I am doing no more videos today. So you will not see me in this shirt ever again, at least for a couple months. Have a fun day. I'm going to cook myself something lovely to eat. Be as happy as you possibly can be. And I will see you tomorrow when then I will make a video so I can have a little more fun doing it. Have a good day. Bye.